Perfect Turd Podcast, episode 327, Lamar, Dummy.
That's how I feel after watching this movie. But
Who the
yeah,
dummy now?
okay, and then you big dummy from Sanford and Son.
Yeah.
Boy, boy, oh boy, Joe. Well, we have a ventriloquist dummy that's wreaking havoc on some people going to a high school reunion.
Yeah. Well, Lamar, we have 5 categories to judge this movie with. It's the story, the
Ugh,
characters, the
ugh,
kills,
ugh.
the killer, the kills, and
Mm.
sequel potential. Are you ready, Lamar, for our first category? What did we think of the story? You kind of already said it.
Yeah, it's okay. There's this man. He's an aging man who's been a ventriloquist. He has this ventriloquist dummy, and he's coming to the end of his career. Uh, Pretty sad, existence he's led because he used to be at top, and then it just slowly came down. And so after his last show, he decides to kill himself. But then the negative
The
energy
negative energy, yeah.
the negative energy after his suicide goes into the dummy, and the dummy decides to kill people that are in the same hotel of some people that are going to a high school reunion.
But they were there a week too soon. That's pretty much it. Yeah.
Yeah, it is.
I didn't think it was that bad, Lamar. I thought it was kind of
The
funny.
premise
Yeah.
is good.
Yeah.
The execution,
Yeah.
I think, is really
It
bad.
wasn't so bad it's good.
No, it was not. It was just bad. God bless these people. I don't hate them on any personal level.
Yeah. We've
Whew.
reviewed one of their movies in the past, I think. I
Yeah,
think
we
this was
have.
better than that. I think what was it, Jurassic Prey or something
Oh,
like that?
Jurassic Park.
This was better than that. No?
Yes, it was, but that was Jurassic Prey. Like
Yeah.
Jurassic Prey was. Ugh.
Okay. Well, what are you giving it for story, Labar?
I'm giving it a 0.5. That might be the only 0.5
Point
I
five.
give it.
Okay. See, I agree. 0.5. It wasn't that bad. Our next category, Lamar's. What do we think of the characters?
Now, this is where it all falls apart. The characters were terrible. Like, I don't know what it is. It's like they're a bunch of group of friends that are just all the same one annoying guy in a friend group that are just together. Like,
And they all went to high school together, but they're clearly not the same age.
no, they are not the same age, Joe. Well, maybe somebody aged a little bit
Well, okay. You had the
older.
lady that was running the hotel out of
Yeah.
that basically just looked like a house where they put a desk.
Well, it was a bed and breakfast, Joe.
Yeah, that's true. So yeah, that tracks. So you had that. She was okay at her part. She was friendly. She had good customer service, Lamar. You can't deny.
Nah.
And then you have the main character that was, he was sad. He was trying to be a ventriloquist, right?
Yeah, God bless him.
He was showed emotion that his career was coming to an end, right?
Sure. The acting, I will say, is the thing
The,
that's not selling me on this
the
this
acting
movie.
is
I'm
what
sorry.
made me laugh more than anything.
Really? I thought it
I
was just like, oh my God, please shut up.
It was so bad it was good, the acting to me.
Wow.
I'm giving a half point for characters.
I'm giving it a 0.
Well, our next category is Mars. What do we think of the dummy, the killer?
The dummy is weird because it's like like we said, the ventriloquist dies and then the dummy comes to life. But then sometimes, is it just me or is it sometimes it was big, sometimes it was small? They switched
Yeah.
it between and stuff like that.
Well, when it started, it was a regular dummy, like a small
Yeah,
dummy. And then when it got possessed by the negative spirit, it was a man in a dummy mask. But then sometimes they would go back to the original dummy prop.
that's what I'm saying. Like if you have a dummy, you would keep it consistent, like either way, I would think. I would like it to
Yeah.
be just a small little dummy just running around and stuff like that. But yeah, it wasn't consistent. So I'm like, okay, what's the big deal? Like,
Yeah, I don't know. Even that I thought it was kind of funny, and it had a great chase scene.
oh God.
That chase scene was great, Lamar. It was. You didn't like the chase scene?
No, I did not, Joe.
What? I get the feeling that you didn't like this movie, Lamar.
Maybe, just a little.
He did do like I think the biggest problem, like he didn't do anything like funny like as a dummy. Like he could have killed somebody and then like maybe used a dead body like a corpse like dummy. Like
So
something funny.
basically, he's just like we say a lot of times, it's just a dude in a mask.
Just walking around slowly. But he didn't
That's
do any
it.
dummy stuff. And that would have been the better thing of utilizing the actual little dummy prop. Like it's can jump and come to life. It's like hidden stuff. I don't know. What do you give it for killer, LeVar?
0.
I'm giving it a half point.
All right.
I like chase scene. Well, our next category, Lamar, is what do we think of all those kills and special effects in the movie?
It was like more, it was like a reaction to just like stabbing them and like, ah, and then they would fall to the ground and stuff.
There was blood that looked like acrylic paint. there was they did have some kind of digital effects of the spirits, right?
Yeah.
That looked like the same effect that they use at the Haunted Mansion at Disneyland. It was like that. Uh I'll have to give it a 0 for the kills, Lamar. They just didn't weren't enough for me.
Yeah, I'm right there with you, man. Jesus.
Well, our last category, Lamar, is sequel potential.
Yeah, I guess this left on a potential
Yeah.
sequel, maybe.
Mm-hmm.
Um, yeah, as it's tracking right now, I'm not interested in seeing a Dummy 2, unfortunately.
That's a great title, though. Dummy 2. TOO.
What have I done? Golly.
What's
Man,
wrong
oh
with that? That's
man.
pretty good.
That's
Dummy
pretty. If the
2.
movie was better, if it was a little puppet running around
Yeah.
killing people, and we talked about this before, Full Moon needed to do this.
Yeah.
Charles Van, little puppet running around killing people. Boom. But this, it was just kind of like, ugh.
See, I think I would want to actually see a sequel of this. Dummy 2, TOO. And just like the dummy, like he ends up getting thrown in like a chest, and he gets around. He ends up in some kid's attic or something like that, and the kid takes up like puppetry, you know, and then the dummy goes on a rampage or something like that. I could see that working out.
Jesus.
Be pretty good. I don't know. What are you giving it for sequel, Lamar?
I'm giving it a 0, Joe.
0. I'm giving it a half point. I wouldn't mind it. Well, Lamar, we've tallied the score, and this movie gets a 1.25 out of 5.
See, I want somebody else to make this same premise and add, like, actual stuff to it.
Yeah.
Like, okay, you can even do this. Maybe you can change in between or explain how the dummy could, like, go from a small doll to a big person, and maybe that's how he hides out being small and then he grows big.
Mm-hmm.
Explain that, but it was just kind of like, well, yeah.
It was easier just to get him to move around that way.
Just to move around, but there's no explanation for when he goes small again. They didn't do anything with like dummy stuff or ventriloquism.
Yeah, that's
a
what
word.
I think it was lacking the most. Like they could have done some more stuff with some ventriloquist stuff and dummy stuff. Well, does that wrap it up then, Lamar?
Yeah, it does.
Peace.
Deuces, man.